back to our Asheville Museum of Science videos. Today we're going to be talking about how air pressure and air move and how those particles act with each other. So you can see what we have here is a convection current where we have hot air rising into the clouds and cold air falling from the clouds. This creates a current, like kind of a loop that goes on and on. That hot air rises, that cold air falls, and we eventually get thunderstorms. So that change in the air pressure creates weather patterns. So we're going to do a demo to see how that works with water. So what I have here is two water bottles, one with cold water in the top, the blue, and one with hot water in the bottom, the yellow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece of paper out and we're going to see what happens with these bottles of water. Are they going to mix? Are they going to stay separate? Let's find out. And after a while, eventually these bottles will feel about the same temperature because the cold water has moved into the hot and up to the cold. And we also see now we have a nice green. Now let's try it a different way. All right, so now let's try it with hot water on top and cold water on the bottom. So we remember we saw everything mixed the first round. Now do we think we're gonna see any mixing this time? Now we'll let this sit for a few seconds and see if we start to see that mix. Are we seeing anything? No. The hot water is staying very yellow. The cold water is staying very blue. But we do see a very small amount of green right at the seam there. If we were to wait until this hot water cooled down and this cold water heated to room temperature, we would start to see mixing, because they're now about the same colors. But because they are, one's very warm and one's very cold, we see no mixing. This is called temperature inversion, where the hot stays where it is, the cold stays where it is, and they stay separated from one another. This is what we see a lot in the colder months during winter time. We don't see a lot of mixing in the air temperature.